this is horrible.
Eddie, you're slowing us down.
Man, I thought we'd have a lot more than that. Should be tough, but we're gonna do it.
What are we waiting for?
Oh, you think it's worth it? Huh? Is any of it worth it? Is our existence worth it?
Carp, sheephead, buffalo, and suckers. For most Americans, these bottom feeders have no place in our lakes or on our plates. But there are fishermen who have found opportunity.
Every fisherman always wants the big haul. I've been chasing the big haul for all my life, and I don't know if that's ever gonna come.
I never seem to get a hold of it, but who does? You always got it. You got something to chase for, though.
My dad told me be a doctor, be a lawyer, don't be a fisherman. Once you get it in your blood, there's nothing else.
It's the first week of April, and fishing continues to be slow, but crews are expecting that at any time, their nets could explode with huge amounts of fish. Family and inexperienced help are recruited for the big hauls, but Mother Nature ultimately has the final say on who catches what.
I'm to the point this week where I don't care.
Beautiful sunrise, and away we go. Patch a little net up here, and we get some fish today.
Mike Johnson is fishing Lake Pepin with friend Bob and his 16-year-old son Justin.
I'm sewing seine together right now.
So the more water you can cover, basically, the better chances of doing well. So I go through it all the time, it seems like, where I just don't get enough ahead to really set some aside. We can have a bad week or two, and I'll be right on that same, scenario where I'm about broke. If you get too bummed about it, well, I'd have been out of it a long time ago. I mean, years and years ago.
Well, we still got a little bit of seine to put out here. Then we'll sweep both ends of the seine to shore. I didn't really get out as far as I'd like to because I'm afraid the wind's gonna pick up worse yet.
I like fishing with my dad. Hopefully down the road, it gets better and I can make a pretty good living out of it.
Yeah! Yeah, baby! Little extra work today. I know it's there, and I know I'm gonna sit right around it because I know this is where the fish lays, right off this line, so.
A lot of guys with bigger and better equipment don't catch the fish I catch. I'm really diehard about it. I'll push till I know the family's fed. I mean, I gotta. It's not a if I do, it's when. I mean, I gotta do it. So I'm gonna continue doing it until they bury me, probably.
Today we're trying something new. I brought along Matt, the greenhorn. We're gonna go up, we're gonna do a little gill net and a little drive net and see if we can have any luck that way and see what happens. So it'll be a change of pace. I haven't gill netted for a while. I think I remember how to do it. We'll see. Hopefully we can get some fish. A lot of people that come and work for us, they may only work one day because they think they're nuts. When I bring out new guys that's never done it, I do enjoy exposing people to that and letting them see. It's rewarding to me just to give them that experience.
What's that?
There's some fish here.
What can you tell?
See the mud boils coming up.
See the what?
Mud boils. I saw a few mud boils. I'm hoping they're up in here so we can get out of the wind a little bit. Matt, I'm gonna have you just kind of drive me like this, and then we'll go in. We'll go right that way? Yeah, I'm gonna stand on the bow. It's ridiculous. A little wind ain't bad, but this is horrible. I can try to go that way just a little bit. doesn't look good right now. The wind's gonna eat us alive. I know I stand the chance of having everything just go haywire and come home with nothing. That's my only enemy in fishing is the wind.
Stuff's more expensive than booze, don't spill it.
In Market Sand, Wisconsin, Jed Mansour is preparing for a day on Lake Puckaway.
This is the part of the morning where we mount our credit cards to fill our boats.
This is Tom Mansour, Jed's dad. This used to be his business.
Jed's taken over now. I did it for 40 years. Since he started taking over, I've been taking my bass fishing a little bit more serious.
These days, Tom is a professional fisherman on the FLW Bass Tour.
It's a lot of fun. It's fishing. As long as we're catching something, I'm happy.
It's neat that we get to work together when he's not bass fishing, but he understands that he's not there all the time, and I'm here all the time. 26 gallons, 110 bucks.
He's got his hands full. It's not a little operation. Jed keeps everything going good. It's fun to stand back and watch, you know.
How's the oil in your motor? I expect the same out of him as I do everybody else. Just like he did as me growing up.
Off we go.
It's ridiculous. A little wind ain't bad, but this is horrible. I'm to the point this week where I don't care. This is Matt's first time ever gill netting, so we'll see how that goes for us.
I'm excited. So we're gonna drop them out and make the wind do the work for us pretty much, and
start right here.
Nylon nets update the ancient practice of gill netting, where fish are wedged, tangled, or as name implies, held in place by their gills.
What do you got, 300 feet?
600 out.
How many feet we putting in?
A couple thousand. They'll probably wish we didn't put any in when we get done. I know better.
On Lake Pepin, Mike Johnson and son Justin are pulling in the seine. This is a two-boat job.
Seems like that motor's smoking a lot. I don't know. It must just be over-mixed. Doesn't look like he's moving at all now.
The drive's always there to just do well, or as good as I possibly can. And that's why I push like I do. That's why I push my kid like I do.
He's a hard worker for a kid. I don't know if he's got it in him to be a fisherman or not, but a few lucky breaks and we can keep catching fish seeing it. I think he'll do all right.
It's not just for me, it's as much for him. I mean, he's catches a third of, the third of the catch is his, so I want him to have a taste of some bigger money.
And I think down the road I should be able to make pretty good money and be happy with it, so.
He's a good mechanic, that's what he should do. He'd make a ton more money, a lot easier. Ready to go catch some fish?
To do this every day, you gotta love fishing. Now, if we can find some place out of the wind today.
I had to work my ass off to get what I wanted. He made me bust my ass growing up. I could have anything I wanted as long as I worked. I expect him to work as hard as everybody else.
slow down. He don't get it. Rooter, you drive that boat. He can't drive no more.
All right. It gets intense. There's drama. There's always drama. I'm sure when I was younger, I know I was a maniac too. But I've mellowed out a lot, and I can't wait to see him mellow out. Hopefully I'll live long enough to see, you know, him mellow out.
You think it's windier here or there?
It's windier over there.
Over there?
Yeah. It isn't good. I mean, it's not bad right here. It's beautiful right here. So we're all ready to go then anyway. We're gonna set the net up and give it a try. It's a little windy, but we're gonna try.
I love my dad. It's neat that we get to work together, but he can't undermine me or anything because at the end of the day, I'm still writing these guys their checks, and it's my money.
Well, let's hope it works out. Well, you're never gonna see eye to eye on everything, especially when it's family.
Gonna set this pen up for the fish.
And he's old, and this is how we've done it for 40 years. This is how you do it. You know, there ain't no other way. He can't see a new way. My way works. It's been proven time and time again.